What's going on, everyone? We're about to get out of here. About to get out of Tokyo Haneda on the way to San Francisco. The pushback is pulling up. We're on gate 107 today in Terminal 3 in Haneda. We're going to go ahead and fire the APU. We'll turn that fuel on, get that going. We are going to make our have the flight attendants do their announcement while the pushback crew gets
Okay, all
connected.
doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, once they finish their announcement, we'll get pushed out of here and on our way to San Francisco.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard United Airlines. Thank you for flying with us today. As you're finding your seat, remember to stow your carry-on items either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. We suggest stowing your rollerboard bag in the overhead compartment, wheels first. If you need help, ask a flight attendant. We'll be happy to assist. You may use your small lightweight devices such as mobile phones, tablets, and e-riders while we're parked at the gate. Large devices such as laptops and DVD players may be used until we're ready to depart.
So
At that time, they must be stowed either under the seat in front of you or an overhead compartment. This aircraft is Wi-Fi enabled, so you can stay connected on today's flight. You can access United.com free of charge to check flight status and monitor connecting flight information. Our Economy Plus seats feature more space and are reserved for our Mileage Plus Premier members or for customers who have purchased these seats in advance. If you'd like to purchase Economy Plus seating on this flight, please ask a flight attendant for more details. If you're seated in an exit seat, please review the exit row responsibilities on the safety card. If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, please contact a flight attendant. We'll be happy to find you another seat. Thank you for your attention and welcome on board.
In just a moment, we'd like to direct your attention to the video screens located throughout the aircraft for a brief but very important safety message about the safety features, please.
Alright, we're ready to go. We're going to set this altimeter. Bless you to the first officer. Set the altimeter here, 1006, winds 34021. Once that stops, we're good to go. Fuel's on, hydroelectrics are on, air's on. Everything looks good to me. Just a little more turning. Perfect. Alright, brakes release, clear to push, and all eyes for disconnect.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Clear to start engines. We'll be taking 3-4 right for departure. Kind of a longer taxi. And our fuel control switches are engaged. Start both engines on the pushback here. Alright, looks like a good engine start. We'll be derating this takeoff. Had a discussion with someone in the comments of a recent video about the engines going to 101%. That's because the takeoff setting is set to N1 to 101%. We're going to derate it to 93.5, and you can actually derate it in the performance tab as well. So we're going to do that to keep the engines from going over 100%. So that's a simple way of doing it. Everything looks fine though, so far. Looks like there's one other person here in Haneda with us. An ANA, let's see, it's at a 777-300. So we might see him before we get on out of here. Okay, pushback's almost complete. Radar system.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set, crash just normal.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Stand by, thanks. We'll go brakes, auto brakes on RTO. Engine started fine. We can go ahead and pull the APU off. We'll do some systems checks here, some flight control checks. Just test the left and right. Back. Forward. Right rudder. Left rudder. Clear disconnect hand signals on the right hand side. We'll see you next time. And these speed brakes. Everything looks good. Oh, not yet. What's going on here? Here we go. We'll go ahead and set our transponder
Tow
and
is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, we'll see you next time, thanks. Transponder and our radars when they're out of the way. Everything looks good though. AP is shutting down. We gotta trim the plane, and we have to put the flaps out. And we're just waiting for the pin. There's the pin. Taxi light goes on, just signal we see it. We'll release the brakes and give her a little throttle, and I'll call on Unicom to let everyone know what we're doing. Before I do that, actually, let me go ahead and put the transponder on. Just make sure we're squawking 2000 for the Pacific. We'll go ahead and put our weather radar, terrain radar on, so we look like we're normal. Haneda Traffic United, 876 Heavy, taxiing runway 34 right via Victor, Papa 8, Papa 2, hold short 34 left, Haneda. Alright. One more announcement to make before we get on out of here. So we're going to go back to the comms page. That's the departure announcement by the captain, just telling the flight attendants to take a seat for departure. But we'll do that a little closer to the runway. We're going to trim the plane to 6 degrees. So right about there. This is a little longer taxi, so I'm just going to speed up just a little bit. There's a hill on Golf, so that's going to help us considerably. We'll go flaps. Let's go flaps 5 for departure. We're gonna make a right turn on Papa, left turn Papa 2, holds and cross the runway. I don't think there's, I'm looking now, there's no traffic. Something insta-pops on the 3-4 left final. There's nothing out there. Gloomy day here in Tokyo. Flight time is looking like 8 hours, 40 minutes in the air, 9 hours, 8 minutes gate to gate, block to block. We might beat that by a little bit. Considering we left the gate early. So we're going to take a left turn at the second left we can make it. This is Papa 2, because we want to take Golf, which is on the right side. Haneda Traffic United, 876 Heavy, crossing runway 34 left at Papa 2, Haneda. Alright. Everyone knows we're crossing now. We're going to go ahead and put our strobes on to cross this active. And give her a little gas here. Get across.
Approaching 3-4 left.
Haneda Traffic United 876 Heavy, clear from like 3-4 left, taxiing to 3-4 right via Golf, Echo 1, Haneda. Alright, strobes are going off, so we stop blinding people. 250 for speed below 10,000, so we'll set that. No kind of speed restrictions. There is some altitude restrictions out there below 15,000 and maintain 17,000. 17,000. Give it a little gas. We're crowning this hill here, and then it's going to start to go downhill in a second. There's the hill. Guy should be, yep, there he is on the gate over there. Is that a United? Oh no, it's ANA. Okay, it looked like the older United, the gold globe. We're gonna make the next right to join Echo, I think it is. Yep, Echo to Echo 1. So see how we're going downhill, we're going a little fast, so just gonna slow down just a little bit. So we can make this turn safely. Perfect. Just make sure that trim's 6, so sometimes, yeah. We're gonna set our flight attendants down for departure.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Back to the systems page. Now, this looks perfect. A little bit to the right. Actually, I want to go flaps 10 for departure. 625 is going to be the trim. All the other numbers look fine to me. We're gonna make the left-hand turn at the Y here. The right goes to 05, runway 05 across the bridge. The left goes to wherever you want to go. The 11,000 feet that's gonna take us to San Francisco is to the left. You can say that. Make this left here. We'll go ahead and get ready. Takeoff lights are on. Oh, that's a little too far. Runway turn-offs are on. Taxi lights off. Strobe lights on. Wing lights on. Let's ding the cabin. Oh, wow. Okay. Haneda traffic United 876 heavy. Lining up runway 34 right. Haneda.
Approaching 34 right.
And we're on the Rover 2 Charlie departure. Haneda traffic United 876 heavy departing runway 34 right, Rover 2 Charlie departure.
On runway 34 right.
Alright, 50%. So got. Here we go. Engine power set. Airspeed's alive. See how it's staying below 100%? Cross check. It's because the engines are derated. Normally they're set to 101%. Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Let's go flaps 5.
Bank angle.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna say that.
Bank angle.
Flaps 1. Get the speed up just a little bit. Let's clean the flaps up. Speeding just a little bit here, so we're just going to ascend a little bit. Perfect. Very cloudy. Let's go ahead and set standard pressure for the altimeters. So both looking out the window, even though there's nothing out there, and looking on the instruments, making sure my speed and altitude are okay, making sure we're getting on that magenta line, in which speed's not going to be an issue in a second here, but while it is, we need to just make sure we're maintaining that 250 or below. And there's 10,000 feet. Well, straight out here, we're gonna go ahead and do the 10,000 foot checklist in a second. Airplane under control. Alright, we're gonna go to speed 280. We're gonna kill the climb a little bit so we can kind of get some altitude here, some speed here. Because we got a restriction of 150 and 5 miles, so we don't want to be too crazy. Takeoff lights go off, runway turn-offs go off, the logo light goes off. Just to help with the speed just a little bit. We're gonna perfect, that's the restriction waypoint, so we're in an unrestricted climb right now. Going up to flight level 370. Oh no, actually we're still restricted climb of 170. Which is kind of far out, so we're going to cut the climb a little bit more, pick up some speed. We'll probably maintain that 170 for a little bit. Unless we plan this right. We'll go 290 for speed. Just because we're going to be sitting at the same altitude for a little bit. was climbing a lot. I didn't want to kill it completely, but very, very cloudy, Tokyo. There we are. So that's the 1,000-foot warning for the 17,000 we're going to have to hold for a little bit. Normally I'd just put the cruise into the FMC, but since, I mean the MCP, but considering if we're going to have to hold this 17,000 for a little bit, I put it in there so they can let me know when we're approaching it, which is right about now. Alright, here it is. Oh. Engines are cut back. We're now just going to maintain this 170 the best we can while maintaining the magenta line. There we go. Still hand flying the airplane. Almost like a perfect turn here. After this 7 miles, it's about 5 more miles of this 170, then we're unrestricted climb to 370 and speed our discretion. Perfect. Still very, very cloudy, but you can kind of see some mountains and stuff out there. Probably can't see much of anything on the first officer side. So that's the waypoint where the 170 went. It's about 2 miles to the next one, Lewis, then Silva. After that. There's Lewis, another 8 miles. Yeah, another 8 miles to Silva. Almost there, 4 miles to go, halfway. 17,100 feet is just fine with me. 16,900 feet, again, just fine with me. Considering we're hand flying the airplane right now. Alright, and there we go. Unrestricted climb to the 360. 370, sorry. Make the right hand turn. Airplane's gonna start climbing. we are. Maybe soon we'll be out of these clouds. Kind of a little too much, and we're losing our speed here, so we'll just... I think that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thanks for joining us for this Tokyo departure. Yet again, another Tokyo departure. I think this is probably the 4th time I've taken off out of Tokyo. Next video is going to be the we'll be walking around the interior, exterior of this the Magknight 787, showcasing some of its features and some things that I wish would be improved. So with that being said, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one.